What if one day, without warning, a fleet of alien ships appeared in our skies, not hidden or subtle, but clear and undeniable, shining above the clouds for all humanity to see? The question would not be whether they exist, but where they would land first, which country they would choose as their entry point to Earth. Would they select the most powerful nation, seeking leaders who claim to represent humanity? Or would they ignore politics entirely and focus on geography, resources, or even culture? Imagine the debates exploding instantly. Some would swear the aliens would land in the United States because of its power, its global influence, and the stories of Roswell that already painted America as the center of extraterrestrial interest. Others would argue they might choose China, the most populous nation, a rising power with vast resources and reach, where their arrival would carry maximum impact. Still others would point to places of peace rather than conflict, imagining the aliens descending in Switzerland, a land of neutrality, as if searching for humanity's most balanced ground. But what if their choice was not political at all? What if the aliens chose their landing site based on natural symbols of Earth, the Great Pyramids of Egypt, the Amazon rainforest, or the icy vastness of Antarctica? Imagine millions of eyes watching live broadcasts as alien craft slowly lower themselves above the pyramids, aligning perfectly with monuments built thousands of years ago, as if ancient builders had prepared for this very moment. Or picture the ships hovering silently above the Kremlin in Moscow, or the Eiffel Tower in Paris, or even landing unexpectedly in a small, forgotten village, turning it into the center of human history overnight. The arrival would immediately divide humanity. Some would greet them as gods, saviors, or teachers, carrying answers to mysteries we could never solve. Others would fear invasion, disease, or domination, rallying armies and weapons in panic. Governments would race to control access, each demanding to be the one to speak for the species, while ordinary people would flood roads, desperate to glimpse the new visitors. Yet maybe the aliens would ignore all our politics, standing in the center of their landing site and speaking in one clear message. We did not come for your governments, your flags, or your wars. We came for your planet, your people, your spirit. In that moment, the world would be forced to ask itself a question it had long avoided. Do we truly have one humanity, or only fragmented nations pretending to be united? Because whichever country the aliens choose first, every other nation would watch with envy, fear, and suspicion, wondering why not them, and what secret deal might be happening behind closed doors. And perhaps that is the most dangerous part of all. Not the aliens themselves, but how we would treat each other in their presence. Would their first step unite us at last, or push us into deeper rivalry? The landing of aliens would be the greatest test of our species, and the answer to where they would go first may not depend on geography or politics at all, but on whether we are ready to be seen not as countries, but as Earth.